Hello, I'm Nikki Newman. This is my official YouTube channel. Please subscribe and support us.
The Young and the Restless spoilers. Welcome back to the channel. Everyone, it is a wild, beautiful, and absolutely chaotic day to be a soap fan. We have so much to unpack today, and honestly, my head is still spinning from what we just watched. Grab your coffee, take a deep breath, and let's dive right into the madness because things just exploded in Genoa City and we need to talk about all of it right now. Oh my god, you guys, I literally cannot even process what just happened on my screen today. I have been staring at my notes for the past hour just trying to figure out how to even articulate the sheer level of drama the writers just dropped on us. Let's be real, we all knew something was brewing. We all knew that Sally's little illness wasn't just the flu. But the way it all went down, the absolute carnage in the Abbott mansion. I am still shaking. It was a bloodbath, an emotional bloodbath. So let's set the scene because the tension was so thick you could choke on it. We are at the Abbott mansion. The lighting is all moody and dramatic, classic Y&R style. Billy is hovering around like a lost puppy who just wants to make his girlfriend feel better. He literally canceled his trip to London to stay home and make her soup. And then there's Jill. Hurricane Jill has entered the chat, ladies and gentlemen. And when Jill Abbott smells blood in the water, she does not let go. She is like a shark. Jill and Billy basically cornered Sally. It wasn't even a conversation. It was a full-blown interrogation. You could see the panic in Sally's eyes. She was a deer in headlights. And honestly, part of me felt so bad for her. Just a few episodes ago, we saw her in the bathroom with Audra, staring at that positive pregnancy test, completely traumatized because of what happened with her first baby, Ava. The grief, the fear, the anxiety of motherhood, it was all bubbling up. But Jill doesn't care about any of that. Jill only cares about protecting the Abbott legacy and protecting her son from what she sees as a walking disaster. And she just hammered her. Question after question, the scrutinizing gaze. Jill's eyes were basically drilling holes into Sally's soul. Are you pregnant? Look at me, Sally. Are you pregnant? And Billy is standing there looking confused, trying to play the supportive boyfriend, but you could tell the doubt was creeping in. He knew she was hiding something. He even told Jack earlier that he felt she was keeping a secret. But he didn't know the magnitude of the secret. And then she broke. Sally just completely shattered. The tears started falling, and she couldn't hold it in anymore. She admitted she was pregnant, but that wasn't the bombshell. We knew she was pregnant. Audra knew she was pregnant. The audience knew she was pregnant. The real shocker, the moment that made me literally scream at my television screen, was what came next. Under all that suffocating pressure, Sally choked out the truth. The baby isn't Billy's. Just pause for a second. Imagine the silence in that room, Billy's face. I can't even describe the look of total devastation. He just froze. He literally just stood there like all the air had been sucked out of his lungs. He had been so ready to step up, so ready to figure out a future with her, and in 5 seconds, she ripped his heart right out of his chest. But wait, it gets worse. Because of course it gets worse. This is Genoa City. Nothing is ever just a simple cheating scandal. Jill, being the absolute savage that she is, demands to know who the father is. And Sally, trembling, sobbing, looking like her entire world is collapsing, drops the nuclear bomb. The father is Adam Newman. Adam freaking Newman. I have to laugh. I have to laugh because the irony is so thick it is actually suffocating. Let's rewind to 2024, shall we? Let's take a little trip down memory lane. Remember Baltimore. Remember when Chelsea was dating Billy and Adam was dating Sally? And Adam and Chelsea went to Baltimore to visit Connor, and they ended up sleeping together. They betrayed Billy and Sally. Billy and Sally were the victims. They bonded over their shared trauma of being cheated on by the two most toxic people in their lives. They built a whole relationship on the ashes of that betrayal. And now Sally turns around and does the exact same thing to Billy. With the exact same guy. I mean, what were they thinking? Actually, no. I know what the writers were thinking. It is brilliant soapy drama. It is karma coming full circle, but for Billy. It is the ultimate humiliation. He has been betrayed by his lover and his brother, again. It's like he is stuck in a time loop of pain and he just can't escape it. Sally tried to explain it. She said it was a moment of weakness. A moment of weakness right before Adam left for Las Vegas. You guys, I am pacing around my room just thinking about this. A moment of weakness. How do you just accidentally fall into bed with your ex who destroyed your life while you are living with a guy who is treating you like gold? Maybe I'm being too harsh. I know Sally and Adam have this undeniable, toxic, magnetic pull. They are a lie. The fans on social media have been screaming for them to get back together for months. We all saw the lingering looks. We all knew the spark wasn't dead, but to do it like this, to get pregnant from a one-night stand right under Billy's nose, it is messy. It is so messy. And let's talk about Billy's reaction. He was completely gutted. He didn't even yell at first. He was just stunned, paralyzed by the betrayal. He thought he had found a safe harbor in Sally. He thought they were building a real life. He was ready to be a father figure, ready to support her through her trauma of losing Ava. And instead, he finds out she ran back to the man who broke her heart in the first place. I honestly don't know how Billy comes back from this. He has a history of spiraling. We've seen him gamble. We've seen him act recklessly. We've seen him go to some really dark places when his heart gets broken. And this isn't just a breakup. This is a public humiliation involving his brother. Which brings me back to Jill. Oh my God, Jill. The moment the name Adam Newman left Sally's lips, you could see Jill's entire demeanor shift from angry mother to wartime general. Jill Abbott does not play games. She immediately went into crisis management mode. She didn't offer sympathy. She didn't care about Sally's tears. She basically told Sally to pack her bags and get the hell out of her house, out of her son's life, and out of Genoa City. Jill is planning to run Sally out of town to protect the family's reputation. And you know what? I don't blame her. Okay, maybe that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. The Abbotts are already drowning in scandals. Jack is currently dealing with the fallout of sleeping with Patty Williams. Patty Williams, the woman is unhinged. Diane has completely frozen Jack out. The Abbott family is falling apart at the seams, and Jill knows that if it gets out that Billy was cuckolded by Adam Newman and is now raising a Newman baby, the press will have a field day. Jill wants to amputate the diseased limb before it infects the whole body. She wants Sally gone. But here is the massive, glaring problem with Jill's plan. The baby is a Newman. And not just any Newman. It is Adam's baby. Which means it is Victor Newman's grandchild. Do you honestly think Victor Newman is going to let Jill Abbott run his grandchild out of town? Absolutely not. No way in hell. This is what excites me the most about this storyline. This isn't just a love triangle anymore. This is the match that is going to ignite a brutal, scorched earth war between the Abbotts and the Newmans. The oldest, most iconic feud in daytime television is about to explode all over again. Victor is already capitalizing on Jack's misery. We know Victor offered Diane an indecent proposal to team up and get revenge on Jack. Victor is already circling the Abbott family like a vulture waiting for them to die. When Victor finds out that Sally Spectral woman he already despises is carrying his grandchild, and that Jill Abbott is trying to banish her, Victor will deploy his lawyers, his security team, and all his billions to crush the Abbotts. He will take control of that child. He will use this scandal to humiliate Billy even further. Victor hates Billy. He has always hated Billy. Billy Boy Abbott is Victor's favorite punching bag. Finding out that Adam stole Billy's girl and got her pregnant is going to give Victor a sick sense of satisfaction, even if he hates Sally. And let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture, because the timing of all this is absolutely insane. Where is the father of this baby? Where is Adam while his life in Genoa City is blowing up? He's in Las Vegas. He is literally thousands of miles away, completely oblivious to the fact that he is about to be a father again. And his situation in Vegas is a literal nightmare. He is currently trapped in a storage room with his brother Nick, who is dying. Matt Clark is playing a sick, twisted game. Matt hit Adam with a fire extinguisher and locked him in there with Nick, who has been pumped full of fentanyl and cocaine. Adam is fighting for his life and trying to save his brother from a sadistic psychopath. And it gets even more complicated because Chelsea just flew to Las Vegas to check on Adam. Chelsea, the woman who thinks she and Adam are finally getting their lives back on track. Chelsea, who just had to deal with Riza taunting her about kissing Adam. Yes, Adam has been making out with his old underground contact Riza to get information on Matt Clark. Chelsea is already insecure. She's already terrified that Adam is slipping back into his dark spider persona. Imagine, just close your eyes and imagine the moment Chelsea finds out. She is out there in the desert, risking her life, worrying about her man, and meanwhile, back home, the woman whose life she ruined in 2024 is now carrying Adam's baby, the karma. The absolute, undeniable karma of it all. Chelsea broke Sally's heart by sleeping with Adam. Now Sally is pregnant with Adam's baby, while Chelsea is trying to hold on to him. It is poetic cinema. The writers really outdid themselves with this web of lies. I just can't stop thinking about the ripple effects. How is Sharon going to react? Sharon is rushing to Vegas right now to save Nick. She is desperate. When she finds out Adam is having a baby with Sally, it's going to add a whole new layer of tension to the Newman family dynamic. And what about Noah? Noah is freaking out at Crimson Lights right now because he can't reach his dad. He has no idea his dad is dying in a storage unit. And he also has no idea that his ex-girlfriend, Audra, just confessed to Sally that she had a miscarriage with his baby years ago. Everyone in this town is harboring dark, life-altering secrets about babies right now. It is a recurring theme, the trauma of lost children, the fear of new children, the weaponization of children. It's classic soap opera storytelling. Let's go back to Billy for a second. I know I ramble, but my brain is just firing in a million directions. Billy is going to snap. I feel it in my bones. He has tried so hard to be the good guy. He tried to be the stable rock for Lily, and he ruined it. He tried to be the savior for Chelsea, and she betrayed him. He tried to be the mature, understanding partner for Sally, and she slept with his brother. At some point, a man just breaks. I wouldn't be surprised if Billy goes on a massive bender. Or worse, what if he decides to fight dirty? What if Billy teams up with Jill to actually destroy Sally? Billy has a dark side. We've seen it. When he feels backed into a corner, he lashes out. He might not just let Sally walk away. He might want to punish her. And he definitely will want to punish Adam. The hatred between Billy and Adam is already legendary. It goes back to Delia. It goes back to so much pain and suffering. They have tried to tolerate each other recently, but this is the point of no return. Adam sleeping with Sally and getting her pregnant is going to reignite a blood feud between these two men that might actually end in violence. And honestly, where does Sally go from here? Jill wants her out of town. Billy hates her. The Newmans will probably try to take her baby. She only has Audra right now. Audra has surprisingly been a really good friend to her through this whole pregnancy test ordeal. But Audra is a survivor. Audra looks out for number one. If the Abbotts and the Newmans start a full-scale war, is Audra going to stand by Sally, or is she going to cut her losses and run? I mean, Audra is currently dealing with her own emotional baggage after confessing her secret miscarriage to Sally. They bonded over that shared trauma. But friendship only goes so far when billionaires are threatening to destroy your life. I just keep replaying that scene in the Abbott living room. The way Sally's voice cracked when she said Adam's name. It wasn't said with pride, it was said with deep, profound shame. She knows what she did. She knows she blew up her own life. She let her unresolved feelings for Adam ruin the safest relationship she's had in years. And why? Because Adam is an addiction. Adam is a drug that Sally just can't quit. Even when he hurts her, even when he betrays her, she always finds her way back to his bed. It is a tragic flaw. And the fans, oh my God, the fans on social media are going to lose their absolute minds today. I can already see the Twitter timelines catching fire. The Billy and Sally shippers are crying in the club right now. They really thought this was endgame. They thought Billy had finally found his match. And the Adam and Sally shippers? They are probably popping champagne, but they shouldn't celebrate too early. Because Adam is currently trapped in a hostage situation with his ex-wife Chelsea hovering nearby, and he has a history of ruining everything good in his life. Even if Adam survives Vegas and comes home to find out he's a father, do we really trust him to handle it well? He is going to be furious that Sally kept it from him, even if it was only for a short time. And let's not forget the other massive storyline happening right now that this could impact. Lily is currently horrified because Kane Ashby is holding his bone marrow hostage to get executive control of Chancellor Winters to save Malcolm. The corporate world in Genoa City is already incredibly unstable. If Jill is distracted by a massive war with Victor Newman over Sally's baby, Chancellor Winters could be left vulnerable. Jill is going to have to fight a war on two fronts, protecting Billy from the Newmans and protecting her company from Kane. It is too much. It is just too much drama for one city. Honestly, I feel like I need a nap after watching this episode. The writers really came for our throats today. They didn't hold back. They gave us the emotional devastation, the shocking twists, and the promise of a massive family war. It feels like old school Y&R. It feels like the days when Catherine and Jill used to throw down, or when Victor and Jack would literally fight in boardrooms. The stakes are so high right now. Will Sally actually leave town? I highly doubt it. She is a fighter. She is a Spectra. She survived the fashion world in LA. She can survive Jill Abbott. But she is going to need an army behind her. And right now, she is completely alone. Unless Victor decides to step in and protect the mother of his grandchild, which would be a wild twist. Imagine Sally being forced to live at the Newman Ranch under Victor's protection, basically a prisoner of her own pregnancy, just to stay safe from the Abbotts. That would be incredible television. I don't know, guys. I am just rambling at this point because my adrenaline is still rushing. But you get what I mean, right? This changes everything. The landscape of the show is completely fractured. Billy is broken. Sally is exposed. Jill is on the warpath. Victor is waiting in the wings. And Adam is in Vegas fighting for his life, completely unaware that his entire world back home just exploded. What were they thinking? Who actually believes this is going to end well for anyone? It's a beautiful, tragic mess, and I am going to be glued to my screen every single day to see how this plays out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you Team Billy, Team Adam? Do you think Jill is right to kick Sally out? Do you think Victor will take the baby? Sound off below because I need to talk to people who understand this madness. I'll see you guys in the next update, assuming my heart can take it.